I try. AERØHEAD! I try to be a righteous man. I try to give love all over the world, but I'm tired of being used. It's my turn to love and be loved. It's my turn to get out the world and let my spirit free. I try to be a righteous man. Talk to the Lord most every day. Sometimes this world can do me wrong. I keep to the path, won't go astray.
Imagine coming back to this game after several years, and the first thing you see upon loading in is this. Right? So the only appropriate reaction to this is the stark realization that the game you once loved is dead and gone. So the RC tank is the third vehicle you can launch from your inventory, the other two being the RC Bandito and the Nano Drone, which makes sense because they're like gadgets or toys, right? They're tiny, they're small, you can fit them on your person. The RC tank, on the other hand, is roughly the size of one Danny DeVito. If he wanted to, he could probably climb in and pilot this thing. But just like the drone and the RC Bandito, this thing's sole purpose is to fuck with people. So let's say someone kills you, right? Naturally, you're gonna want to get some revenge, so you whip out your tank and you do this. And while you're doing this, they can't shoot you, they can't blow you up, they can't even easy way out. All they can do is watch. They are forced to just sit there and watch. While you're doing this, they'll probably try to kill themselves, but that won't happen. They'll just ragdoll around, desperately trying to claw their way to freedom so they can taste the sweet release of death. When it comes down to it, the RC tank is a form of suicide prevention.
Oh, suicide is badass!
This is one of the funniest ways you can fuck with people. It's right up there with drone tasing and sending people to space with kinetic mines. But I hear you asking,
why not just use a Hydra, or a Savage, or a Mark II, or a Scramjet, or a Mechanical, or a Rhino, or an AERØHEAD?
Because those are all better choices. The RC tank isn't fun because it's the best way to kill players on the ground. It's fun because of how much of a stupid fucking meme it is. When the RC tank was announced, everyone thought it was going to break the game, and it's easy to see why. It's always off the radar, you can tank 5 missiles, and you can spawn it anywhere. But luckily, GTA Online is already a broken mess, so all the other broken shit just kind of cancels it out. Because as soon as the Mark II gets in the air, you're done. Your biggest enemies are the cops, believe it or not. Now, I'm not sure if Rockstar tweaked the cop AI or the tank is just too fucking slow, but they just fuck you, man. Also, the tank can't climb hills or aim up, so all it takes to beat this thing is a height advantage. Most players will try to use rockets to kill you. I like to try to time my jumps and close the gap so they'll end up inadvertently blowing themselves up. Because that's funny. You have a choice of 3 different weapon variants, 4 if you count the stock machine gun, but you're going to want to swap that out as soon as possible because it's garbage. The laser cannon is objectively the best weapon. Most of the tanks you come across will be using it due to its ridiculous rate of fire. It's essentially just a minigun on wheels, so all you gotta do is spray in their general direction and you'll probably end up getting a headshot. If you only care about kills, this is probably your best bet. It's also a really good way to fight God mode speedos. For those of you who don't know, the speedo is typically a piece of shit that blows up in one rocket. You can also just shoot them out the front, despite the bulletproof looking windows. But with the glitch, the speedo is completely indestructible, so the only way to kill them is to shoot them out. So what these players will do is face away from their target and then back into them, all the while shredding them with a 50 cal minigun. So fighting one of these on foot is a fucking nightmare. In my opinion, the RC tank is the best counter to God Mode Speedos right now. It's not foolproof though. If you're too aggressive, you will get yourself killed. The rocket launcher is less effective than the laser cannon, but in my opinion, it's a lot more fun. It fires these tiny rockets with almost no range, but you can actually kill a player in one hit if you hit them center mass. Personally, I prefer to shoot at their feet because it sends them flying, because that's funny. On a quick side note, I actually really like the missiles this thing fires. I feel like it's what the Mark II should have, because it doesn't make much sense that this fucking little bike has better missiles than a Buzzard, but Rockstar says, fuck logic, let's make money. So, the flamethrower is by far the worst weapon. Honestly, probably worse than the stock machine gun. It's also my favorite, solely because of the previously mentioned roller toaster. How can I not love the image of a miniature remote-controlled flamethrower tank simultaneously roasting and flattening an edgy clown with a dunce cap?
I've seen things you people wouldn't believe.
It was an odd choice for Rockstar to make a Metal Slug kind of game within their game, and then make the tank from that game real in the actual game. It's weird, but it's fun, and that's all I really care about. It's also relatively cheap, being the only RC gadget that has no paywall. I recommend this to anyone who isn't satisfied with simply killing other players, but wants to pursue something higher and infinitely more funny. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.